Good morning. So nice having you watch 3+U. And if your day was not already happy, look how much better it just got because Scottie Mayfield is in the studio with us. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
You brought the family comfort foods with you this morning, didn't you?
I did. You know, it's summertime and we think about more refreshing things.
Yeah.
And so I bought some refreshing things, some summertime specialties, and some new stuff.
Okay, let's start with the refreshers because when I saw you put this out, I got kind of excited. I know most people love ice cream, and that's very fair. I love sherbet.
Right.
I really do.
So I brought some orange sherbet, and behind it I have a little lime, and we make a rainbow sherbet.
Yes, you do.
And it is a very refreshing, just by itself, dessert. But you can take Sprite, and I don't have a blender here because they're too loud and everything, but you can take Sprite, and at this point, that makes that a float.
Right.
But if you put it in a blender and maybe add more ice and more Sprite until you get it the way you want it, it's like a freeze.
Love
which
it.
is a sherbet version of a milkshake. And it's very refreshing.
It's very refreshing.
And
now you put a spoon in here, and my mother taught me not to be rude.
there you go.
So I'm
you
supposed to
gotta try
sample,
that.
right?
So you can get, and what you can do is you're going to get a little bit of a flavor of what the freeze would taste like.
It's just so yummy.
Yeah, it's good.
I love a sherbet. Okay, now this is lemon, right?
So we have lemon custard in our square package, and it's been a while since I've consumed ice cream out of that package because I like this one so much better. So, but anyway, it's really a very refreshing summertime flavor.
I have to tell you, I would not have even thought about the package comparisons.
Oh, is that
but you're right. Don't you remember the arguments people would get into in the kitchen because you'd open the box the wrong way?
Right.
Well,
This one's got a zipper on it, and but it's still a little bit of a difficult thing to open versus our newer package.
How often do you put this on a pound cake?
Well, as often as possible.
That's yummy.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
I think
really
this
good.
is really. I think that flavor will end up over here in our main line because it's so good.
It's just light. It's just a light taste.
And then summertime is family time, family get-together time, and we all hope that our grandmother or our aunt brings her banana pudding.
I like how you're doing this too. Because
Well, it's a big ball.
I was talking to someone the other day about how, remember, at least for me, we didn't have dessert every night as a kid growing up.
Right.
And it was a big deal to open the refrigerator door and you'd see that Pyrex dish with the banana pudding in it. Right.
So anyway, we have a banana pudding ice cream, and I think it's just perfect. It's got a great banana flavor ice cream. We put a very good of marshmallow in there,
Vanilla
and then we
wafer.
put the vanilla wafer cookies in there, and it's not grandmom's, but it's close.
Oh, that's darn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it doesn't take up as much room in your refrigerator.
That's right. That's pretty good. I like
Scottie,
that.
You're so
And then we just came out. These are a new line of bars. They're kind of super premiums. They're like the Dove bars or the Haagen-Dazs bars. And we've got 4 flavors.
I like the name, Simply Crafted.
Yeah, and the way we make these, it allows us to put more stuff in them. Like we've got chocolate chip cookie dough. We've got the strawberry cobbler, which has got pieces in it. And I'm trying to get to this. This
is salted caramel. He gave me my choice, so yeah. I went decadent.
So it is good.
Now you're going to make me look very unflattering because it's going to chip off, isn't it?
Well, it will do that. You got to be careful because the chocolate is pretty thick and sometimes it'll break off, and you got to watch to make sure it doesn't fall in your lap and that kind of thing. But it's pretty tasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that you can't know, but I do. So Scottie comes in with his cooler. And he waits until it's about his turn because it's ice cream, it's gonna melt. And you can kind of see how some of this has begun to fizzle a little bit as we've been talking. But you've had these bars out now a good bit
and
of time.
It's still hard?
It's still, yeah, which speaks highly of it because it's not going to be the kind of thing.
Right.
You want to savor every bite
Right.
of something like this. You do have a lot of chocolate on there.
It's good, yeah. The dry ice that I use, if I'm not careful, it makes it so hard I can't dip it. So
really?
Yeah, it's really, I've been doing this a while, so I kind of know how to make sure that I can dip it and it doesn't thaw out too bad.
I mean, you remember the days of the, I guess I should be careful about the products I talk about, but the days where you would, like that magic shell stuff that you'd put on ice cream.
They still have that out there.
Yeah, but the minute you would bite into it, it would just crack.
Crack everywhere.
So what you ended up having was your ice cream, and then you'd pick up a piece of chocolate, right? That's not how this is. This is coated.
When it gets a little bit thawed out,
yeah, but you can see, look how thick that chocolate is.
I know.
Yeah, you know, you designed
it. You gotta
it.
be careful. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it in the wrapper. And that way I don't get things everywhere. Y'all aren't doing your tours again yet, are you?
We are back doing
are?
tours. Yes, we are. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 till 5, Saturday, 10 till 2.
It is one of the coolest things if you've never gone and taken a tour, because it's been a long time.
Right.
You know I was in that, right? Years ago, my older daughter Emily and I did this little thing. They called us, and we went out and we were part of this acting thing at the creamery, and it was we were anticipating spring and summer.
Right.
So we did this shoot in March. It's cold.
It was cold.
And we had to pretend though like it was a hot July day. So we're in shorts and stuff, but the payoff was to get to go take that tour. Yeah. It was so much fun.
And we're looking at maybe going to a virtual tour. And if we do that, we're going to go to the farm.
Oh,
and start at the farm and talk about, we've got a farm 7 miles away that's got robotic milkers, and it's the latest in technology, and people don't know that, and our owners are farmers, and so we're looking at maybe doing that. That would it would not be on site as much, but it would show more. So.
And when you're there too, and you come to the creamery part, the ice cream parlor at the end, there are flavors that you're not seeing at the grocery store.
There's a few.
Which is part of the fun.
Right.
I don't know how to pick my favorite this morning. Usually I can tell you, ooh, I really like this one, but I'm loving that banana pudding.
Banana pudding's good, yeah.
That's darn good,
well, thanks.
But so much for the diet. So get some sherbet, get you some Sprite. Scottie said too that you can kind of think about how you might want to play around with the recipe.
Right, sure.
If you've got some friends coming over, you can change it up a bit. Enjoy the Simply Crafted bars, and they're in stores now.
Yes.
And go online to schedule a tour if you want to. You don't have to schedule it.
You don't have to schedule it. If you have a group, a church group or whatever, it's better if you call ahead. But if it's just your family, just come on anytime.
Okay, mayfielddairy.com.
Closed Wednesdays and Sundays.
Easy to remember that. You and I had a bit of a giggle. We're going to give you another giggle, okay? So we had this dad joke of the week, as you probably know by now.